G'day everyone, Wayne here again. Today we're going to be working on the inside of the car. Gonna sort out this radio down here has stopped working. Very temperamental it is, so I'm going to get rid of that one, and I've got another one which I'm going to stick up the top here. Just going to make a box up for it at the moment. I'll measure it up and everything. I want to make it out of some sheet metal, but steel joints kind of closed at the moment because of the virus shit. So at the moment I'm going to make it out of this just a bit of wood that I got out there. Get it made up, then that way I can make another one out of steel whenever the joints open again. So because I just had the that little bracket there, and that's where the speaker was for the UHF, which is down there, which I'll end up moving. So I'll put the two UHF down here because I've got another one. So I'll put both of them in. One will stay on 40 all the time, and so that'll go down here. That and the USB outlets and the cigarette lighter outlet. So I'll probably get rid of this along here, and then I'll just make a plate that goes all around. I'll put some switches on it, the UHFs, another clock that actually works. These are very temperamental. You can fix them pretty easy. It's just a solder. Cracks, and they're on and off whenever they want. So I'll either sort that out and use it again, or I'll just get another round clock. So that's what's going on there. So I'll just take the bracket off here for the mic for the UHF, and then I've got I'll end up building another box up here, because I've got some gauges to go along there. They'll be out of the way. They're not in the way of anything. I can still see clearly over the bonnet and everything like that, so that's not an issue. I'd rather them directly in front of me than anywhere else. I don't like them up on the pillar there. They get in the way. Or down here, because you've got to turn your head to look at them. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to do at the moment. I don't know how much of it I'll film, probably just update you on what's going on, not necessarily film getting the job done. Oh, gee. Anyway, I'll show you what I'm putting in. So I've just got my switches over here. They're two 2-volt gauges. They're four digit gauges that light up blue. So I've got some USB. Oops, you can't even see it. USB outlets there, and then a cigarette one. That one lights up blue. Then your switches. Then I've got this one here. It's just a Kenwood, which I'll stick that in for the moment, which is this thing here. So it's Bluetooth and whatnot, and you can put cameras on it. So I'll put a front camera on, which is on there, but I'll put it onto the winch. I haven't got a winch yet, as you know, but I'll put that onto the winch, so therefore I can see how much cable I got left, and if everything's going alright with it, because I don't need a front view camera for looking forward, because I can do that out the windscreen, which is big enough. Yeah, so that's what I'll do. And what else? Yeah, so I've got a couple of these little gauges here. Just a 50mm gauge, 52mm gauge, 2-inch. Oil pressure, pressure oil, temp, and water temp. So they'll go in. I needed to get another one for I've forgotten now. So I'll get that started. Have a drink. Yeah, so I'll just use this bit of wood at the moment. Yes, I said not exactly what I want to use, but it'll do for now to get it mocked up so I know exactly what I want to do. Years ago I had made another one up just out of MDF. It's still around, so it lasted for years. Just starts to, expand as MDF does. So, but yeah, that's what I made up. Done its job. Worked well. So I had the larger UHF in there, and then your single DIN beside it. But this time, I'll just do the double on the right side, and then on the left side, I'll put the two volt gauges in. I'll only be using one of them at the moment, but I'll put both of them in, and probably some switches, which I need to get some more switches, but I'll do that. So just making a start, and then in the back here I've got to sort out. I'll finish off my cargo barrier here. Top's done for now. So I've got to do the same thing for the bottom. Put some brackets down here, and put another piece across the back here, and then in the sides. So I'm going to do that, and then all this junk here, that'll be mounted up the top on the other side, on the inside of it. So that'll be mounted up there, so there'll be nothing in here. Eventually I'm going to take off the roof lining and everything, and I will just carpet it up here. So this will all be one sealed area. So everything in the back here will go. So I've just got the 2 amps and the inverter, and just the distribution block there, the power. So all that will go up the front. I'll probably get rid of that old sub box, which has been like that for years and years and years. It's all taped up with leaks here and everything, but oh well, it still works. So that'll go in front. What else? So hopefully that can all happen this week. Get rid of everything from here, because I'm going to block all this back area off. All this here will be, take all the windows out, and I'll weld it all up, because I don't need to see in there. No one needs to see in there. So, and then the window will be coming out, and I'll be putting or making my own lift up sides for it. So then that'll all be sealed, and no one else will be able to see in there then. And I can pack it as high as I want, and nothing's going to fall out. Because at the moment, you pack stuff in there, and you can quite easily break through a window. People can see in it. It's just So we'll get all that done, and then on the side, like between the cargo barrier, which you can see there, and I'll put a little panel down there, with then again some outlets here. So So between the, you can see, yeah, between the cargo barrier and this here, I'll just put another panel down there, and then we'll have some outlets here as well, power point and everything like that for the inverter. But yeah, so at the moment everything will, you can't quite see, but yeah, everything will mount up here. It's out of the way of everything. Kids is not gonna get into it there. End of the day, like I will carpet at the end of the day, but I want to get it all set up first to know what I'm doing. So I'll do that, and yeah, and then put another panel up top, cover that in, because once you take the headlining off, you got a little bit of room, a little bit more room up there to mount something. But that's nice and solid, that cargo barrier. So I'll finish that off, and yeah, and then plans down the track is, yeah, make a rear bar, and some side rails, things like that. So I will get started. Okay, a little bit of an update, follow on from the other video from the other day. I didn't end up getting the radio put up here. Just a few things are changing. So at the moment I just stuck it down there in its original spot. So that'll just stay there for now, and get some other things sorted, and yeah, and then I'll get back onto this. So yeah, so that's just down there for now. I still haven't put the mic anywhere. So yeah. So I put that on for me son this morning so we could watch something on the way to preschool, but yeah, the old battery's flat 'cause it's not running right. Obviously didn't like sitting still for 9 months. But that carby was that's an old carby anyway, that had been sitting around for years not used. So I'd expect it to be playing up now. So that's an issue. So she doesn't like idling and doesn't like it when it's cold. So well, basically just doesn't want to idle. It's a pain in the bum, and batteries obviously called it quits as well, because with the car sitting for so long, and with it being flat for that long, charged and flat and half charged and things, it's just not holding up. So that is an issue. Then the other day I done me winter proofing, so the car will warm up a bit. She doesn't warm up otherwise. As soon as you get out on the road with any airflow, it just cools right down. And yeah, fouls up the plugs, car won't run, you got to stop, let it heat up, start off again, and then it just cools straight down. So like on a day like today, it's about 20 degrees probably. In the mornings, you got to drive in the morning, it's probably about 10 degrees. The car, if you're out on the highway travelling around, doing 80, 100k an hour, the car will drop right down to what it is, 15, 20 degrees water temperature, and just fouls up the plugs. You got to stop. I've tried many thermostats, and it's the same. There's just I guess a lot of airflow going through, bigger radiator, and that's it. I've got to do it every year. So yes, I just stuck this bit of plastic stuff down here at the moment. I'll take it out and put a little bit of a hole in there, So it gets a little bit more air through there, so it cools down a little bit more. So I've still got to get the other. So at the moment I've got my fan controller on the bottom hose here, which is through to the thermostat. I've got another temperature gauge which I'll put on the top hose. They're always about the same, close anyway. But I've got to put that on so I've got more of an idea. And that's about it. Yeah, so I can't necessarily get onto the car too much. Because I've got to start packing up. Moving out. So moving out and going to be on my own. So turn the camera around there so you can see me. Yeah, so going to be on my own. We're splitting up from the wife, so I'll be moving back down to. Oh, we're both moving back down to Melbourne. So I've got to start packing up the house. I've got to fix her car first. Got to do the steering rack and that, and change the brakes, and probably change the diff as well, because that's buggered. Stuff I just don't want to do, but I kind of got to. In between packing everything else up, backing the house up. That's what's happening. So it'll probably be a little while before I get to do anything else on the 4B. I need to get that carby sorted. I'd like to put another one on it. Probably easier just to go EFI, but I don't want to mess around with the wiring and shit. And everyone says it's easy, but the thing is, at the moment I don't have a cent to spend on it, so I can't anyway, even if I wanted to. I was looking into the Holly carbies from Recarb, the 480. So that's $900 or something. $900 or whatever it is for the carby and everything to make that work. But they reckon it's a hell of a lot better on hills and things like that. Whereas at the moment I don't really want to take this in the bush, basically because the carby. So that was always going to be an issue. That's why everyone goes EFI. But either way, it's going to have to do. I'll probably just get this, try and get this tuned a little bit, see if it can make any difference. I'm not the best with carby, so I'm not going to touch it. So we'll see what happens. Because I'll need to, run up and down from Albury here down to Melbourne with the little trailer and a bit of furniture. So I'll probably just stay in with friends at the moment, and until I can get a job and a house and things. And hopefully a house with a shed. Well, I need a house with a shed. I can't do without a shed. I've got all this stuff. Some of it's junk, some of it's not mine. But so things change. But I'll try and do some videos. On stuff. But anyway, so that was it with the patrol. Just a bit of an update there. I'll probably just whack those lights back on the sides. And that's about it. Try and get it running a little better. I'll see what I can do with that carb. Battery hopefully holds in there as long as the car's used every day. It should be okay. seems to hold charge enough for that, but once it sits for a couple of days, nah, she's bugging. The old Optimas aren't made like they were used to, so yeah. So I won't get another Optima. Yeah, it was starting to play up anyway before I even stopped driving it. Just wouldn't hold its charge like it should. The one in the Commodore's doing alright. It's a red top in that. I haven't had any problems with that one. That's been fine. But there's no. Although I use the. I've got the fridge in there, and that's always on. Or not. It's on when the car's on, when the ignition's on, but it's been on for, a day and it hasn't been a problem. So, yeah. But I'll see what happens. So I've got to start packing up. I've still got some stuff to sort out here, things to chuck out. Big job in a short time, I guess. I've got to get rid of that shit heap over there. And, clean up. So we will try and keep you updated on some things. But, until then, catch us all later.